Do we want to do individual comments or summarize?
I'm happy with summarization.
It looks like we do have a comment. So I'll go down the line in that case. At the end, I'm going to be thanking people, so you have your option of either talking now or waiting for me to just thank everybody. Okay, Marcia.
I'll wait for Bob to thank you all. I do have a few people to mention that definitely were there that I met the very first meeting when we were out there fighting Marietta. Janet Pearson, Dave Masters, Joni Shelton. We met 5 years ago and we're still here meeting again. And also just want to mention again, we did have Ed McCormick on the WIN committee. He is up north fighting fires, who was very instrumental in his help on the WIN committee, and so we wish him come back soon.
Thank you, Bridget. Scott?
Yeah, I'll let you get
Cheryl?
Yes, I'd like to thank, first of all, the citizens of Wildomar, because we wouldn't be where we are today without them. I'd like to thank the county and all the staff who has helped us over the last 6 years in ways uncounted, helped us in a number of ways, helped us develop as better citizens, and also helped us on our journey to incorporation. And then I'd like to thank our interim staff. We wouldn't have this big book of resolutions, we wouldn't have our city hall in place, our bank account, our line of credit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, without the expertise of our city staff. They've just been tremendous, and I'm overwhelmed by the amount of work that they've put into this effort in the last few months. And then also, of course, I'd like to thank our other council members who have also put in a great deal of work to get us to this point today.
Thank you, Cheryl. Well, of course, it doesn't hurt for us to thank Bob Buster one more time, because he was very instrumental in making the city work happen. Some people are wondering where Wildomar City Hall is, so we're not going to keep it a secret. It is located off behind Albertsons, off of Clinton Keith Road. The address is 23873 Clinton Keith Road. It's a 2-story structure. It says Wildomar City Hall over it. And we have a temporary but fully functional office space there. We'll be opening it tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. And next week we'll start accepting building applications, the new applications that are coming into the city. So if you have questions about what's going on, there'll be a place for you to come to. It'll be the Wildomar City Hall there off Clinton Keith. And of course, I want to thank you all for coming out. And I'd like to say that we fought one obstacle after another as we were on our way to incorporation. Finally, we graduated to cityhood and we're in charge of our own destiny. I'm urging all of you to make the most of this new city and our newfound independence to shape the kind of community we want, that we can all enjoy now and in the future. And we're getting close now this will be close to the end of our city council meeting. And right after I have the motion to adjourn, we'll have Stan Smith come up one more time. Stan Crippen come up one more time. Whoops! It's not that long a meeting. So do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
City Council number 1 is adjourned.
Well, that is the shortest city council meeting that the city of Wildomar will ever have.
You're going to need another battery.
It can be just kind of that second thing that you'll know that it is probably the only city council meeting that every vote will be unanimous. If democracy works like it does, then there will normally be a bit of disagreement over some of these things, but we're very grateful for all the time and all the energy that's been put in to create this city. As I teach government, I encourage the students to go to a city council meeting or a county board meeting in order to see democracy in action. And the response is pretty typical when they come in. They go, Mr. Crippen, that was really boring. And bottom line, democracy is pretty boring. If you want excitement, try a dictatorship. And that's a good thing that democracy is boring 95% of the time. It is just as it is in what you saw tonight. But it is our opportunity to go ahead and to have a voice. And we now have elected representatives that we might be able to have a voice and to share things with. For those of you that are young in the stands and just can't wait to get down here for the food and everything else, I'd just like to remind you that today you've really seen a milestone. This has been 100 years in the making. And that's a pretty amazing thing. And it's only through the efforts of individual people that this night came about. And I hope that you'll remember that you were there that night when you saw Wildomar become a city.